Okay, this is a requested tutorial for the one-cycle chandeliers from KungFuKrickets, a fellow community member of Super Castlevania 4. Basically would like to go from constantly getting a 2 or 3 cycle down to a consistent 1 or 2 cycle. And it's like I say, if you go for 1 cycle and you don't die, 2 cycle is free, so it's always a time save. Also, the thing with the chandeliers is that it's 100% repeatable. There is no RNG in this whatsoever. That being said, it is difficult because there's no background. So you cannot base it like you base a lot of jumps on, which is off of a pixel on the floor or a picture or a pixel on the background, because there is no background. So one of the things that the Chandeliers does is that it starts the music at the same part of the Chandelier's swing motion every single time upon you spawning into the screen, which means the music and the chandeliers and where you spawn are synced down to the frame every single time you walk in, which makes this 100% repeatable. So, first thing you're going to do, set your save state just before you enter into the chandeliers room. I'm of course in 6-1. You're going to press up instead of left, because if you press left and you hold left, you walk to your death immediately. Don't walk to your death immediately. So, this is the 6-1 music. You will notice as soon as I transition. New music! Okay, so now we have new music. And again, that music is going to follow throughout. So I'm going to come back down here to start the 6-1 music, just so that we get the audio cue. What I personally do is when I hear the diddle dong, it's not on the dong, the low note. It is just barely afterward that I commit my first jump. And the technique that I use is to hit left and the jump button at the exact same time. And I will show that now. So we're holding up when we walk up here so that we stop, and then we're just going to do a neutral jump and then walk up. So get to the end. I jump about there. And then jump, jump, jump. Walk to the edge here and let go. That was the diddle-diddle-long. You just jump, jump, jump. I'm still holding left the whole time. Whip here. Now the reason you whip here is because if you don't whip and you continue to go to the left, you're going to be too soon. And when you jump, you're going to be jumping when the chandeliers are at the fastest part of its swing. And you're going to jump in between those two platforms and fall to your death. So you whip in order to delay yourself 16 frames, which completes the whip animation, still holding left the whole time so that you begin walking left on the first available frame to make it repeatable. Basically, you're using a series of buffer frames here. And then it'll allow you so that the swing animation slows down just enough so that you can jump and make it. What we're going to now do is we're going to set a save state right here. So I did everything in basically up to getting to this spot, and because this is the only trick. If you can do this trick, you can do chandeliers every time. Everyone thinks of the chandeliers as a gigantic trick. By and large, it isn't. It's one trick, and then understanding how the chandeliers are timed around it. And this is that trick. So I paused it, then set the save state, and that's important so that I can now press left and then unpause it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump between the second and third platforms, and I'm going to jump halfway through the third platform. Don't jump at the end, don't jump at the beginning. You jump at the beginning, you're going to die. If you jump at the end, you're going to be too late to swing to the next one. You jump in about the center. Right there. So that you land, and it allows you to do that. If you jump later, you're going to be late, and you have to take a 2 cycle, and if you jump early, you're just going to die. So, holding left, unpause, jump, jump. So how to do that trick, that custody transfer there between swinging there, landing on that platform, and immediately jumping out of it. Because you have clunk frames now, by the way, because you landed off of the third chandelier, and you clunked. And you're jumping out of it, so that when you land, you notice that Simon kind of went donk. That's a good thing. That's what you want, because it actually kind of supplants you here. So jump, jump halfway, jump. So how you do that, okay, I'll tell you how you don't do it. I'm just going to keep holding left the whole time. Well, that's definitely not how you don't do it there, but if you just keep holding left the whole time, oh, it popped me out to the bottom, or it flung me off the top. So how you do this is you actually let go of everything. Let go of everything just as you arrive. Let go of everything, and then press left and jump again at the same time once you actually land where you want to land. Like that. If you can do that, you can do one cycle chandeliers every single time. So my recommendation is set the save state and master this one platform. Because if you can do this platform 10 times in a row, you should be able to do chandeliers 10 times in a row. It is literally that easy. So this one you jump off the middle, and on the last one, you jump off the end, and then just jump, do a full jump, 2 full jumps, and there you go, one cycle chandeliers. So come back here, jump off the middle, and jump off the end, and there you go. We're going to do it the 3rd time just to really cement the lesson. And okay, so that happens a lot, actually. I pressed jump 1 frame before I landed. And if that happens, you have to take a 2 cycle. Okay, there's the 1 cycle. And not to mention that when you do that, it's actually extremely satisfying when you get all the way to the end. There is another way of doing this. There actually is another way, and that involves swinging all the way up and just trying to land on the far platform and skipping the middle thing, platform altogether. Furious Paul actually, I think, used to main that strategy, which is why he didn't use it in every one of his runs. And I've only been able to get that a handful of times ever. It is easier to execute in terms of jumping from the platform, skipping, like not having to do the quick jump and just going straight for the platform. It's easier to do that, but it's harder to actually get the 1 cycle to work when you do that. So in terms of consistency, 10 out of 10, I would say, just jump off of the platform, do the little quick release and then jump off the platform. It is faster, it's more consistent. It'll get you there way more consistently. So we're gonna go ahead and review. Set your save state here. Hold straight up. Neutral jump, get on here, walk all the way over, do whatever you're gonna do. Get all the way to the 3rd platform and stay. Audio cue. Jump those 3 no matter what. Whip. Center of the platform. Do the custody transfer. Whip. Jump. 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 There you go. 100% repeatable. If you go too early on any of this, you die. If you go too late, you die. What it looks like if you want to take, I'll just give you a couple different examples of what a 2 cycle will ultimately look like, because a lot of people's goal is the 2 cycle. Is a lot of the reason people don't like this jump right there. That's a scary fucking jump. So, because you're actually you barely make it, and so they hang out. And then they come all the way over here. Now this is actually like a 3 cycle at this point. So that's your 3 cycle. So it's like I said at the beginning, if you go for a 1 cycle, 2 cycle is free. So let's go ahead and go for the 1 cycle and mess it up. So let's just go for the 1 cycle and mess it up here. So I'm going to jump up here, I'm going to get this whip, and then I'm going to get flung. Oh no, I got flung. Okay, well, Now, you see how easy? I'm just waiting around to make the last jump. This is how easy the 2 cycle is now. There it is. That's how hard, if you go for the 2 cycle, if you go for the 1 cycle, 2 cycle is free. And I think everybody should do it. It's really that easy, it's that consistent. And again, there is only one part to the trick that is the chandeliers. And that is that little jump in the middle. It is the only hard part. Everything else is literally muscle memory. So, and I'm going to pause it right there again. Save state. Again, right there. Keep holding left. And there you go. Enjoy your free 1 cycles, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you think of the video, and if there's anything unclear, go ahead and ask in the comments, and I'll answer you as soon as I can. Thanks, everyone.